there. I'm Papa Joey Stay.
And I'm Uncle Tim Rice.
In this series, we explore the unexplained
and the paranormal.
While I'm somewhat of a skeptic,
I'm a full-on believer.
Together, we take a deep dive into all things that could be considered out there.
We discuss everything paranormal, from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and more.
Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind the stories
and decide for ourselves
if there is something more out there. Oh man, I am stuffed.
Some.
Is that this? Okay.
Some.
No, what's feeding back? Something's got the show on. There we go.
Some.
Okay. So, don't you mean how?
Me know how. Me want some.
Some, I've had too much, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. How are you doing?
Let's go up to the comments, see if anybody's...
Welcome to Out There.
Yeah. Yes, go Squall.
Hi, Christine. Hi, go Squad.
On.
Hi, everyone.
Chris and Christine.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Chris, how are you, buddy?
Hope
Thanks
y'all
for
had
joining us.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you probably don't do Thanksgiving in Scotland like we do here. But,
you never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he did wish everybody happy Thanksgiving, though.
Yeah, he did.
So that was awesome. And I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I did. And I can't eat anymore.
He barely got through the door.
Man, I could barely get on my costume.
I'm like, hey, you want a beer? And he's like,
no more beer.
No. That's a good sign. That's a real good sign.
What do you know? I still can't turn down a beer. So cheers.
Happy Turkey Day.
Oh man. So what did you do?
I cooked. I was on my feet all day long. I cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked. And then I ate and I ate and I ate. And then I laid down and watched football and watched football and watched football. Go Cowboys. They won.
They did. What'd you think of Dolly's performance?
Oh, yeah, man. 77 years old. She still got it.
Huh. It's crazy.
That's about all I can say about her. Right, honey?
She still got it.
No, she's
without getting in trouble.
No, she's hot, man. I mean, hats off to her. I think she looks better than Cher, or equivalent, or as good, or I mean, she's still got it, man. It's impressive.
Guess it depends on if you prefer blondes or brunettes.
I can't wait to see her at 78.
Probably not much different. Yeah. I wonder if any of her records were on 78. Since she's
78. That's a possibility. 1940.
No, when did they go out? Because I mean, LPs have been.
She was probably doing her stuff in the early 60s, 62, 63 or something.
45s and 33s.
I'm sure she's on a 45.
Or 33 and third. Was
33 and a half, or 33 and 7, or
I think it was 33 and third. I don't know.
It was always defaulted to 33.
Yeah. So what did Christine say about see?
If you guys want to call in, hey, put our phone number up. If you guys want to call in and tell us about your Thanksgiving, that'd be really cool too. We're going to put our number up. You're welcome to call in and be on the show with us. Yeah, come on, guys.
Do that. All right, here we go.
We're busting boundaries, baby.
Man, that just scares me. So we don't have a screener.
I don't.
I was afraid we weren't even going to get the show started tonight. I mean, we've had some. Well, everything, we plugged everything in. Everything was working great, and there was a couple videos I wanted to upload that I was going to throw on there tonight just for fun, and then all of a sudden our camera's gone.
That shit crazy. Everything just went nuts.
Oh, and so we tried to rush to get another camera hooked up, and as soon as we got the other camera hooked up,
it popped on.
Then all of a sudden my iPhone came back to life.
So if we here's a warning. If we disappear, stand by. We don't have any answers for it. My call-in phone just started going crazy, and right after that, his phone started going crazy. We rebooted I don't know. Just it's the way it is, man.
Go Cowboys. Oh, I'm a Pilgrim. I don't know. They changed your team.
I'm not a Commander. I know. I'm really upset about that. It should have been the Redskins.
Oh, well.
I'm not woke. Sorry.
I'm barely awake. I'm still in a food coma.
Yeah. I couldn't get out of bed today. My wife's like, 2:00. Are you going to get up? I'm like, I have no idea. I don't know.
Not to be too gross and personal, but I've never looked so forward to a BM as I did this morning.
Oh,
it's amazing. I mean, everybody's got to go.
Yeah, everybody poops. Yeah,
and it makes you feel so good when they're really good. All right, we've chased people away already. I saw the numbers drop.
Yeah, they just dropped. The poop joke. I thought that would get more attention, but no, we got a surprise for you tonight here in about 20-30 minutes. We're going to do a little fun thing.
Oh yeah, I've got the lavaliers for you over there.
Yes.
Don't forget to take them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be at the desk all by myself for a little while. That's going to
just a little while. We got a surprise.
Morgan's not here to keep me company tonight, so oh well.
But it won't take long. This will be a real quick investigation. I think you're going to enjoy it. So we're looking forward to that. But you got a lot of information to pass on to everyone.
Yeah, that's it in a nutshell right there.
So
can you read that from here? Our problems we had getting set up.
It's Mike's spirit with us. Hey, I don't doubt anything.
Nah,
not anymore.
He's front and center on our table here.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike.
That's so much fun.
He's
yeah. I don't know.
He's invited anytime. He's more than
absolutely.
welcome. And it would tickle me fancy if he did. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, if you hear any weird things come through our electronics, then you'll know.
And please let us know if you hear anything weird, like last week when.
Oh yeah, we're going to get to that.
Okay, but yeah, last week we were doing this stuff, but it didn't come through the equipment we were using. It just came through
my end.
Yeah, which is not normal
through the feed. So that's what makes it kind of compelling. Kind of really compelling. Really, very compelling. So I want to take off this silly thing before we get too much into this.
We'll get normal here, but we just wanted to do this for you guys. Like
it was in our ad, so we had to do it.
We wanted to look like the picture, so we hope you enjoyed that. But we'll get naked here in a minute.
Okay.
But look, I mean, Lisa went to a lot of work. You look fantastic.
She did a nice
job. Look authentic.
Yeah, she did.
Very good, Lisa. I'm impressed.
I didn't have. It was too late in trying to order a costume to get it here before tomorrow. I mean, it would be here tomorrow, and that would be just too late. So
you look bomb. Good job.
Man. You look.
Is that a handmade hat?
Well.
Holy crap. That's incredible.
It's a topper for my pork pie.
Man, Lisa, you're so talented.
No, I'm trying to do it looking at the camera, and that just okay.
No, that's fantastic, man. That's awesome. Very impressive. What is this, cooking paper or?
That's just felt.
Market wrapping meat paper.
Did you felt it?
I felt it. It is felt.
Okay.
Nice felt.
Yes, it felt really nice with you touching it.
Looks it looks great, man. Good job, Lisa. Thank you, honey, for hooking me up.
Speaking of things to be thankful for.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Thanksgiving yesterday. And you want to read that?
Yeah, we want to read
before
everything.
We go on.
I think it was 36 hunting dogs just disappeared on the property today. Have a look. It's crazy and creepy stuff.
Oh, yeah. Send us a link
for that.
Yeah, send us a link.
Yeah, go ahead and send us a link. We'd love to take a look at that. 36 hunting dogs disappeared?
Whoa.
Are they back yet? Or are they just gone? We're going to need some more information on that. That's a tease.
Yeah, very much so.
You can call in and tell us about that if you want. That's crazy. 36 dogs disappeared. It's just like those. Yeah, I'll save that for later. Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking of a song. I don't know why.
36 dogs. We could write that one.
There was a Mel Brooks song that was 30. I don't remember it's 36, but 36 men fell down and hurt their knees.
No,
wasn't that?
No. Sorry. 99 balls of beer.
Oh, there's only
36 dogs
left right now. So
36 hunting dogs disappeared. We'll write a song about that. It's going to have to be a song. Yeah, we need more information on that story, though.
I want to hear more,
please.
So, anyway, being yesterday was Thanksgiving, and we all sit around with our families and give thanks for all kinds of things. And just being with family, that's
yeah. And Allison went around and asked everybody, "Hey, everyone has to say what they're thankful for." So I went first.
Yeah. And what did you say you were thankful?
Well,
just one big thing.
Well, for my family to be alive, and just the point is, I went on for like 7 minutes, and then after I got through, Allison said, "All right, you're next," and the next one said, "Family." And the next one said, "Food."
Yeah, it's getting cold. Said, "Come on, hurry it up, hurry it up."
Yeah, and I'm like, "Really, guys? I put my heart into this, and you guys are just saying like one word things." And like, I think the older you get, the more you have to be thankful for. So we'll give it some time. I think in a few years, their thankfuls will be a lot more involved. So, but yeah, I'm thankful that, I've almost died 9 times, and I'm just happy to be alive. I'm probably the happiest I've ever been in my life. And that's because every day I wake up, I open my eyes and I realize that I'm not supposed to be here. And it's another gift, another day, and I make it the best I can. And I'm thankful for just being alive. I mean, it's a miracle that we're so delicate. Life is so delicate, and we're so lucky to survive and be here another day. And so, yeah, that's what I'm thankful for. So what are you thankful for?
Well, darn. I mean, I'm thankful for your life being spared sometimes too, so we can do this.
Yeah, I know, right?
But right now, I mean, if I come up with, there's so much, like you said.
Right. Well,
but I mean, as far as family and all that, of course, I'm very grateful. But I'll tell you what I'm super, super grateful for right now is I have a wonderful wife.
You do.
And tomorrow will be our 45th wedding anniversary.
Hot dog. So, wow. Congrats, man. That's a long time. What is that?
What is that in dog years?
Well, no. I mean, like, is that like, I think is that aluminum foil?
Oh, I don't know what 45 is. I know 50 is the golden one. So, and 25 was the silver. So, I mean,
I didn't know what 45 was. Foil's in there somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is. It could be in between the 40s.
Definitely something to be thankful for, though.
Yeah. Well, congrats, man. Congrats, Lisa. I'm really proud of you for sticking around and putting up with that.
Putting up with me.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Very
amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. Very cool. So what are you guys thankful for? Pop it up there and we'll put it up there. What's the most thing you're thankful for in 1923 in 2023? Is it really 2023? I never thought I'd live this long. So it's like, this is a future that I thought I'd never be in.
Yeah. To think 1923, which just to say 1923 for me doesn't sound like it was really all that long ago, but that was 100 years ago now. So that's weird.
Yeah. My grandpa was a teenager. I mean,
my dad was 3. Was he? Yeah, he was 3 years old then.
It's just nuts, when you see those cars go by with historical plates and they're from the 80s now, and I'm like, what?
No, 23. He wasn't even born. Never mind. My dad.
Why do historical plates come from the 80s now. That's scary. Used to, you thought historical plates were like 50, 80, 100 years old. Now they're like right back in the 80s. And you're like, no, that's not old enough to be historical, is it?
You wouldn't think, but
it is.
Yeah.
Crazy
My record
stuff.
collection's pretty historical now, so I would say. Yes. So, we titled tonight's episode Leftovers because there's so much left over from yesterday.
There's leftovers in the fridge.
Yeah, definitely.
There's still leftovers in me. And there's other leftovers, which we wanted to talk about. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with the leftovers that we're going to be talking about.
Yes.
It's, let's say leftover is about the equivalent to residual. If you guys know what that means, residual, leftover energy, leftover spirits, leftover juju, leftover everything.
Yeah.
So, I've got a brick from Dracula's castle and there's leftover stuff in that. I mean, it's affected our family big time. So,
yeah, so
objects can have leftovers.
And so what we really want to kind of get into is, since we are talking leftovers, I mean, like you said, we have our residual energy and residual things that happen. And then you have real things going on in the paranormal world.
Yeah.
So is it a residual haunting or is it a actual entity in that space
that's still there?
Or
is it left over?
Creating it. So what was your thoughts though on, and I'm going to play it here in a minute, the EVP that we got last week? Do you think that was from somebody in the space, an actual spirit, or do you think it was
honest to God? We've done a lot of investigations and we've acted on a lot of really cool, interesting stuff we've gotten. To me, that was the most amazing voice apparition EVP I have ever heard. I mean, we've heard a lot of stuff. We've heard that our equipment, has the little thing where it says I'm here and what year is it, and we hear that. We hear a lot of stuff. But as far as EVP and coming through without using the equipment we had, blew my mind. I mean, if we're going to play it here in a minute, it's the most clearest.
Well, it was very clear, and I want, that's why I want to talk about it after we play it a little bit, just to say why, give you my thoughts on what made it very cool to me.
If I wasn't a believer, out of all the things I've heard, this is what made me totally 100% convinced. I mean, I've never heard anything like it in my life. It was pretty awesome.
Well, I think it ranks up there. I've heard some pretty good EVPs from other groups.
Well, yeah, from other groups, but myself, in our situations, I've never heard that before.
Yeah. I mean, there are some EVPs we got in New Mexico at the Doñana prison or courthouse and jail.
Right.
That was a mimicking spirit that was doing the EVPs.
And I've heard screams and I've heard people talking and I've heard bumps and things falling and all that stuff, but never have I heard what I heard.
That's what made it kind of freaky. Is you guys didn't hear it. I heard it. Morgan and I heard it because you didn't hear it.
And you guys listen to it and give us your honest opinion. Yeah, so, I mean, it wasn't us. You'll know right away it wasn't us, and it wasn't any of the equipment we had. So, that was amazing. I'm so thankful. I have ghosts in my house. So just wandering around for the years. We see him from time to time. Never did us say any harm. We don't see him as much. I think it's because We acknowledged him. Well, that's a very, very true case. So when people don't want you there, they usually make a lot of noise, and they make it uncomfortable for you because they want you to leave. But if you're there and they like you there, and you're welcome there, and they feel more comfortable with you there, then they ease up a little. So that makes a lot of sense. But it depends on how much they want to interact with you, whether they're comfortable with you being there or not. If they are, then they just live right along beside you, and everything's kosher.
Yeah, I think it's a comfort level, actually. Yeah.
But if they don't want you there, they make noise. So we know that. So
all right, let's play that.
Check this out, man.
I want to move. I've got a weird feeling. Don't fall.
Was that you that just said no?
Mary, is that you? No, I didn't say that. Did you hear something?
Yeah, heard a female say no.
Heard a female say no.
Did anybody else
Mary,
hear
I
that
can help you.
Feed?
What was that?
I don't know. I just heard something too.
That was a growl.
Yeah.
The growl didn't show up.
No, it didn't
on the recording.
No, it was over on the other side of the yard. But
yeah, but for me, okay, just so everybody's heard it, is what hit me on that one is you can hear the environment anyway around, Tim and Allison while they're out there, so you can hear their voices. There's air, there's
cars,
there's all kinds of things that mix in with their voices, and when that no came across, it was just isolated, no effect sound, where the recording of you guys talking is a totally different sound than what that no was.
It was so pronounced, it was so definite, and
it lacked environment.
Yeah.
It was just like
it was like
isolated.
It was like they spoke right into the microphone. Wow. Yeah. Chilling. So again, I think that right there was probably the best EVP I've gotten without using equipment, man. That just came through our.
Well, it was really expensive equipment when you consider that.
That was very cool.
I enjoyed it.
I did too. Yeah. Let us know what you think. What do you think it is? Wasn't Allison telling me no? So right before we had done that, we had been up at the door, and Allison's like, I don't think she wants us here. Somebody doesn't want us here. I think we need to go. Do you want us to go, or do you want us to stay? And then she was asking a couple of questions. We didn't get that part, but that was the answer to the questions that Allison was asking. And so I have to go back and watch. She asked quite a few questions like, do you want us here? Do you want us to leave? And then all of a sudden we got the no. So we're not real sure what question that they were responding to, but it's completely obvious.
I'm still hearing an echo somewhere. Hello?
Yeah.
On the phone.
Nothing's on. What? I don't get it. Test 1, 2. It's off.
Well, it's not off, but is it cleared?
Well, I'm in the studio.
Oh no, you need that on there. Never mind. It should be okay. Now is it gone? No. Oh well, that's okay.
All right. Well,
that's groovy. So living here I don't live in McKinney, but Tim and Allison live here with their family, and I have a sister that lives here, and there's a lot of cool places around that are haunted, and I think we figured out now why McKinney is so haunted.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
this is incredible.
Go to a weather report.
I think we were at Six Flags the day this happened.
We must have been. or you must have been.
Yeah.
I
Otherwise,
think we were only we were okay, and
we would have known. But yeah, this actually happened. So this is
go
why
to the weather report here.
This is why McKinney's haunted.
Now in Terrell and in Dallas, your heat index is 107. Everyone in McKinney is dead. The temperature, the heat index right now in McKinney is 10,000. What is that? 101,105. It's hot in McKinney.
We're all ghosts, man. Yeah. We're all dead. Everyone in McKinney's dead. That's hilarious.
I love that.
But no, McKinney is haunted. We've been to a few places here, and it's just really, really cool. Can't wait to get to all of them and do some more investigations. But I thought that was funny. That must be why McKinney's haunted. We're all dead.
Oh yeah. You want one of our out there signs? Chris, it would probably cost a bit to ship it to to Scotland, but yeah. Yeah, I actually make those.
And we can make your signs too if you want, but yeah, out there signs, absolutely. And they do a bunch of
you can
go into like a
you have epilepsy. It's not a good thing, but well, that's the one that really gets you after a while. Almost back to the green.
Yeah, if you stare at that for a while, you can trip somewhere on that. That's called acid.
So it's -8, and that's Celsius, right? In Scotland right now.
So it's 32 -8.
So it's pretty cold.
So it's in the 20s. Damn.
Well, yeah, because 0 would be freezing, right? So yeah.
32 is 0 at Celsius.
Yeah.
Wow, it's pretty cold. Is it snowing or raining or
just freezing?
Bad weather or just freezing?
Wow. Okay. So, you know what I'm going to do while you're
yeah, why don't you do that while I do this? So
I'm going to take my hat off and
yeah, we're going to strip down here for a minute.
I have to take my shirt off to put on my sud shirt again, though. So I guess
we did a live investigation last week, kind of went on a location, and we had a great time. It was fun. So we're going to do that again today. We have a neighbor that has a lot.
Yeah, this was the original plan for last week, actually. But it was kind of cool that it worked out this way because we wouldn't have got that great EVP. You know, had you
the mics?
They're over here.
All right, so
I'll go get them.
I'm gonna get ready to go
for a second
and do this investigation with a neighbor. And a lot of you may already know about this. Our neighbor David over here, he's got a brother-in-law that visits him in his garage all the time, and we go over there and we pull out of our equipment, and we had some really, really, really cool experiences. I broke some ribs walking out of the driveway. He was pushed from the back and tore up his face. There's a lot of physical activity as well as visual activity and audible activity. We've heard he's Spanish. We've heard Mexican music. We've heard Mexican language and conversation. And he's responded really, really well to us. So we just want to kind of show you that leftovers are pretty much always there. They're left over and they don't go anywhere. So I'm going to take a little walk and I'm going to go show you a friend that's left over in his garage, and I'm absolutely certain he's going to appear and show himself. And while I'm doing that, Joey's going to go over some history and tell you some really cool stories about leftovers and about the paranormal, vibe of it and what it all means. So You guys enjoy the story, and I'm going to go get on location. This will take me just a few minutes, and I will be back with you shortly. So, Joey,
take it away. So plug that into your phone, then put these little clips on your person. You have to turn them on, though.
okay. This is the fun part.
Oh, it's on. I see the little green light.
Testing.
And then that one's on. So
Who's that for? Oh,
so we can hear both of you.
yeah.
Yeah. So we had a problem here.
So you go
both
ahead
of you.
and take over. And...
All right. And I'll wait till I see you wave. I don't know is that. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it. All right. We're getting squared away here. Wait. -8. That -8 is 46.4 degrees. No, it's not. Because 0 Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So 8's going to be colder than that. So anyway, on tonight's topic of leftovers, this theory kind of hit me really in a place where I kind of understand it, because I'm come from a audio engineer kind of background, and have recorded and all that stuff, bands, and I understand all that stuff. Oh, Rachel, I just took mine off. Yeah, sorry, you tuned in too late to see the costumes. We just had to take him off. Tim's on his way to do an investigation, and we're going to go live with that investigation. So hang on. But anyway, talking about residual energy and stuff, there's a theory called the stone tape theory. And I kind of understand that. So like if in the recording world or studio world and all that right now, of course it's all digital, so it's not like the good old days when we used 2-inch 24-track tape. It takes electronics and an energy field to transfer that energy into sound and puts it on that magnetic tape. And so the theory is that in situations where the energy from an event is so electrified because it's so horrible or traumatic or whatever, that energy has to go somewhere, and so it prints itself in the environment that it took place in. So that's where it goes into the the elements that are there, the physical things like the stones and walls and all that. And so in certain situations where that energy is reproduced a bit, it can play back again. And that's what Google says. Well, Google's wrong on that, I'm sure. On the temperature thing, I'm sorry, with Celsius. I would say if it was 8 degrees Celsius, it would go that direction, but not -8. And why did we get on this topic? So, here's the history of stone tape theory. It says the idea that the environment elements are capable of storing traces of human thoughts or emotions was introduced by multiple 19th century scholars and philosophers as an attempt to provide a natural explanation for the supernatural phenomenon. In 1837, that's almost 100 years ago. Well, it's not. I keep getting because we're 23. I see a 3 in here, and I'm thinking, but it's 23, so 14 years or no, whatever that. I don't want to do math in front of everybody. Sorry. Why did I go there? So anyway, in 1837, polymath? What the heck is that? Anyway, Charles Babbage published a work on the natural theory or theology called the Ninth Bridgewater Treatise. Babbage speculated, it's really dark in here. I'm having a hard time. That spoken words have permanent impressions in the air, even though they become inaudible after time. He suggests that it is possible due to transfer of motion between particles that they can, I guess, be revived. So stone tape theory could also be derived from the concept of place memory. In the early days of the Society of Physical or Psych, I think that's misprint. Oh, heck with this. I'm feeling silly. Are you giving me a thumbs up, Tim? Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. We're going to bring Tim in. There we go. Go landscape, Tim.
Yeah.
There, that's better.
All right.
Talk.
Sound check.
I can hear you.
All right, great. Hey, welcome, guys. This is my neighbor. We're going to go up and talk to him and hopefully have a really, really cool session over here. David, say hi.
Hi.
Hi, you hear David? Good, too.
Cool. All right, good.
How you doing, man?
Doing all right.
So we were hanging out with David here a few times, and he told us a story about a lot of hauntings and a lot of stuff happening over here. And so one time we kind of brought over our equipment and we kind of just looked around and everything, and we were just absolutely surprised at all of the activity that's in this house. And we're going to try and well, David, you want to tell us about who's here with you and how you first came to know him?
My brother-in-law, he's there on the corner. And yeah, we have a lot of footage from him.
Yeah. So tell us the story about when somebody kind of took you down.
I was walking that way, and somebody just hit me. Something hit me. I don't know. Something hit me and knocked me down.
So
wow. He
couldn't understand what it was. So we came over here, and we've discovered there's a couple of people here with us. He's got a brother-in-law named Abel that used to sit right here. And he kind of knew in his heart and knew in his gut that he was here, but he never really could prove it. So we've kind of debunked that and found out that he is here. He's here regularly, and we would like to introduce you to him and have him show up and say hi for us. And I think he'll really be. When I was walking over here, I first stopped. I got here, and my ghost tube stop or keep recording.
Yeah.
I'm like, keep recording. What do you mean keep recording?
Keep recording. Did you? Hey Tim,
So,
did you bring a hotspot with you again? Okay.
Do I need it?
Yeah, you're cut in and out a bit.
Need it? Let me go to the hotspot.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I'm going to.
All right, I'll bring you back in a sec when you're ready. So, hey, Pete, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I think I enjoyed hearing your dad talk about that. Yeah. It's a paranormal record player. Yeah. So it looked like you had a pretty amazing spread for your Thanksgiving feast there, Pete. Some of your dad's recipes look really delicious, I have to say, for sure. Oh, hey, from Smoking Joe E. Down under, but I think we're talking New Zealand, aren't we? Is that where you're at, Joe? Is in New Zealand? I'm waiting to hear back. Okay, looks like Tim's ready to come back in.
Okay.
So you're back.
What I want to do is, all right, sorry about that. So what I want to do is I just kind of want to walk around and see if we can get some interaction before I go to the SLS. We know where he is, but I'm just going to see if he'll communicate with me before we actually get a visual on him. So is there anybody here that'd like to speak to us? You told me to keep recording when we came over. Anybody want to say anything before we start? All right. So this chair right here is where he always appears. And it's just amazing. So I'm going to turn this chair around. Abel, and I'm going to ask Abel to come join us. And I think you'll get a kick out of this because he's always shown up. Let me see if I can get to my SLS real quick. So here's where the bad guy used to sit. And as you can see, there's nobody here right now. Nobody's in the garage, but we're going to ask Abel to appear over here, and I want you to see this. Abel, are you with us? There you are. Hi, buddy. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. We've missed you. Where have you been? Do you have anything to say to us? Thank you for showing up. It's good to see you again. You're getting comfortable. It usually takes him a few minutes to get really, really settled. There you are. And he'll cross his legs. And it looks like I don't know if you're just getting here or deciding to sit down. We'll wait and see your legs. And there's always someone behind him. Who's the guy behind him? We don't know. We're not quite sure who stands behind him. It's not very often, but today it looks like there's somebody behind him as well. So, Abel, thanks for being here with us. There you are. Welcome back. And we'd like you to speak with us and tell us how you're doing. There you are, right there. It's really funny. Sometimes he'll cross his legs. But we were over here talking to him, and he was speaking Spanish to David, and they were having a full-on conversation. And we started hearing Mexican music, and David was losing his mind. He was over here crying. He was there going, oh my God, it really touched him. And, you know, it was very emotional the first time this happened. And since then, it's really put a lot of, I wouldn't say closure, but opening to the fact that he knows he's here now, and he knows he's with him. And so it's really touched him a whole lot, and it's really changed his life. But that's where he sits, right there. And the bad guys are over here. I don't think they're here right now. I hope they're not here right now. I kind of got some broken ribs, and I think it's because of them. And he kind of got banged up, and I think it's because of them. But we have told them to leave this place and don't come back. And yeah, they're not showing up here, so that's a good thing. There are times when we call them out and want to help them move on, and you know, get them to go on to their place. And maybe they have. It may have worked, but Abel's always welcome here. You here with us, Abel? Come on and sit down again. It takes him a while, and it uses a lot of energy for him to do this. Hey, buddy, you with us? That was a lot for you to do. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's also somebody behind him. We're not quite sure who that person is. But this is what we call leftovers, guys. This is and watch, I'm going to move this chair around and ask him to sit there. He may not sit there because that's not his spot, but we'll see if it is. Abel, are you here with us? Nope. You want to go back to where you were? All right. All right, let's move it back over. We've only seen him sit right here, so that just shows you it's not the chair. Abel, are you with us? Oh, well, looks like he's about done. He's about finished. I swear there's two people here, but Abel, are you with us? Can you just say goodbye to us before we leave? There you are. Hey, buddy. Let me walk back over here and not get so close so you can see. Yeah, there's definitely somebody else standing up there with him, and we're not quite sure who that is. But Joe, you have any questions?
Well, I'm putting new batteries in the spirit box, and I'm going to get it over there to you so you can use that too. Because that's where you had the really good conversation that last time.
Yeah, there's a little more activity here tonight than there was before. There's definitely somebody else here with us. So I'd like to kind of reach out and see who that is.
Yeah, so let me get some new batteries in here, and then I will have somebody run it over to you. So I think that would be very cool.
He's like up and around, or there's somebody else here with us. This is where he likes to sit, right here. But there's definitely somebody around him.
There we go.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Thank you for being here with us. We really appreciate it. We're going to bring over equipment and see if you can tell us your name. There you are. Very cool. Nice. Outstanding. Thank you. Welcome. That's fantastic. There he is. Thank you for being here, Abel. So how has this changed your life?
At least I know somebody's here and somebody that is not mean.
Right.
And I miss him a lot. I mean,
and you believe it's him, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I have seen it.
Yeah, and what was the conversation you had with him?
He just said that he missed me.
And he loved you. I remember him saying he loved you.
Mm-hmm. And
and we told him he was welcome to stay here. And
yeah. And I think we did get rid of the bad people.
yeah, I think we got rid of the bad stuff.
Yeah.
That bad stuff was awful. They used to be right there, and it was really, really nasty.
Or over there.
You got a lot of pressure in your chest,
Yeah.
and you got really pits in your stomach, and it was really, really a negative thing. So we asked that thing to leave, and as of right now, we've not seen it in quite a while. But Abel's here with us, and we thank Abel for being here. And you're always welcome here, Abel. And we'll try to find out who your friend is here with us. Sometimes he sits there and crosses his legs. See, he used to sit here all the time. He used to hang out with him all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And that chair, that's the only chair he ever sat in. And so it was just amazing to come over here and capture Abel being here with him. And he's agreed to be here, you know, for all time. He doesn't really want to go anywhere. He's comfortable where he's at. And then maybe if we can get that ghost box over here, we can maybe ask him a few questions or have him talk to us. And what's really cool is we've been in a lot of cemeteries and a lot of places, and we've talked to a lot of entities and aspirations and spirits, and we've communicated them very, very well. In this particular case, when I was here speaking with him, he started speaking Spanish, and I did not understand him. So David was able to, you know, interpret what he was saying, translate what he was saying. So right now we have Lisa over here, and we've got the ghost box. This is called a ghost box. Hi, Lisa. How are you? And so we're going to go up with a ghost box and see if we can get Abel to say a few things for us.
Have her show her new sweatshirt she's got on.
Oh, let's see your new sweatshirt. Oh, that's really cool. Awesome. All right. So,
hey, Tim, are you able to read the comments I'm posting?
No, I'm not. You'll have. It's very, very small for me. You have to read them too.
All right, I can do that. So Pete said what he thinks it's something not human standing behind the chair.
Yeah, that's kind of what we thought, but we're not. Until I come up with more evidence, I really don't want to put a label on it yet. So we have the ghost box. Abel, here. Hey, David, why don't you come over here and talk to him and see if he'll talk back to us?
Yeah, and then Christine wanted to know: has there ever been a child felt over there? Do you ever feel the spirit of a child there?
You can say. You can talk.
Oh, one time, my neighbors that live behind my house, they say that they saw a little girl standing out there, and they thought it was my kid, but I mean it was like maybe like 12 midnight, but they saw a child standing on my backyard.
So go ahead and speak to Abel and see if he wants to speak with us.
Thanks, Christine.
Cuñado, ¿ahí estás, güey? Muéstrate, te quiero ver. Cuñado. Dale, cabrón.
That wasn't English.
Cuñado. Cuñado. Quiero hablar contigo, güey. Contéstame. Contéstame, güey. ¿Estás bien? ¿Quieres un cigarro? ¿Una cerveza o algo? Cuñado, háblame. Háblame, cabrón.
No.
¿Te dejo solo? ¿Quieres que se vayan? ¿Quieres que se vayan las gentes estas? ¿Quieres que se vayan las gentes?
What do you say?
David.
What does that mean?
David.
David. He called you by your name? Lviv?
Ahí estás entonces. Si quieres que se vayan, dime. ¿Quieres que se vayan y hables conmigo a solas? Contéstame. Dice ven, like, come on. ¿A dónde quieres que vaya? No me quieres llevar contigo, cabrón, porque yo todavía no estoy listo para irme. Te extraño, pero no quiero. Te quiero, I love you.
He said he loved you.
Sí, pero no me quieres llevar contigo, cabrón, yo todavía no estoy listo. ¿Entiendes? No, cabrón, no me quieres llevar contigo. Yo todavía no estoy listo. Todavía tengo muchas cosas que hacer aquí. Yo también te quiero, pero tampoco no quiero verte todavía. No me quieres llevar contigo, ¿estamos? ¿Quieres que se vayan las gentes? ¿Te estás molestando? I told him that you want them to leave, they're bothering you. He said, sí.
Okay, so he wants us to leave. And that's what Pete just said. Pete said he was he said C. So Pete told us he was flexing and we shouldn't be around that much. But Abel, we just want to thank you for being here with us tonight. We appreciate you watching over David. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's definitely somebody else here with him that really doesn't like what we're doing. So we'll go ahead and walk away and say thank you, Abel, and we will go away and let you have your peace. And thank you, David.
Yeah, thank you.
We deal with this all the time. Every time I'm over here, we get this reaction. So we just wanted to come over and show you guys that this is real stuff, man. Because he said, "I love you." He said he wanted you to go away.
I asked him if y'all was bothering him. He said yes.
He goes, "Are they bothering you?" And he said, "See."
Yeah.
And see, this is all in Spanish. See, these aren't English words. So we're not making this up. This is confirmation that this stuff works.
I mean, you have people that speak Spanish and they heard and they can understand what he said.
Right. All right, so we'll sign off from here, and I will join you back in the studio in a few minutes. And David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's like a couple things to talk to you about when you get back here.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later, and we'll definitely do this again.
All right.
So thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Okay. All right, bye-bye.
Wow. Yeah, I there's a few things that that I learned from our dear friend Mike, the Naked Bigfoot, and in doing investigations. And I had that kind of confirmed, or what I'm going to tell you, it was kind of confirmed by a psychic that we're gonna have back on the show here again. Maybe next week. It depends on my schedule next Friday. But when you're talking to the dead or invading their space, is you really do need to ask for their permission to get into their space and to talk to them. You know, you just don't. It's like a grumpy guy that you bump into on the street, doesn't want to talk. You know, that's probably what we have in the spirit world too. You have those spirits that, you know, you're just bothering them. You're not really getting what you want. So it's really important to ask for their permission. And I need to remember that when we start investigations, is to start off with a little, say, you know, part to ask. Say, hey, do you want us here? I mean, is it okay if we talk to you? If they say no, then you should just pack it up, because all you're going to do is piss them off, irritate them, and, you know, well, you haven't accomplished anything. Yeah, I'm waiting for Tim to get here before I bring up some of the other points, because things that I learned from Mike. I hear his footsteps coming up the stairs. There he is. Never disappoints, does it?
Never disappoints. Now, there was something a little different about this one.
Yeah, and Pete picked up on it. So.
Well, I felt something over there today that I've never felt before.
And it was,
he was not comfortable with me being there and talking to him. He did reveal himself. He did show up, but I believe there was somebody else there that wasn't comfortable with us talking to him, and it was making him very uncomfortable. And I started getting a little pressure in my chest, and I started getting chills, and the hair was standing up on my arms. And he's like, David turned to me, and he kind of gave me he doesn't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And that's why we kind of walked away from that. But normally he just sits there and everything's still. He doesn't flex. He doesn't do anything. He just sits there and he communicates, and he plays some Mexican music. You hear the accordion. And everything is in Spanish. It's just amazing.
It's always a fiesta over there.
Yeah, always a fiesta. So I hope you guys caught that. I hope you got something out of that, because it's really special.
Well, I think so. I mean,
it's special to me. It's special to him. It's special to us.
Yeah.
And the fact that we can do this like whenever we want is just amazing and incredible. I mean, you can't make this happen. You can't.
Yeah. As far as like what you were feeling over there, it translated into the chat because Pete picked up on it. And
yeah, that was really, that was a really different encounter that time. It was like he was there, but somebody did not want him talking to us.
Christine picked up on it too.
Good. So, well, if anybody has any more to give us, we'll have to go back and listen to all the things. There were quite a things said, nothing in English. It was all in Spanish, but he goes, I love you, and I want you to go. And so, and David said, I think you need to stop. And I'm like, okay. So,
well,
but anyway,
when you were walking back, you know, there's a few things that picked up on from other people that have been doing this a lot longer.
Well, let me hear it.
Well, so from Mike the Naked Bigfoot himself, you know, he was big on asking permission before starting, you know, talking to people,
right?
And also the other thing that he said is when you're addressing the deceased, is you don't ask them who they are, you ask them who they were. because they realize that they're not
interesting
with us, you know,
sure.
in our realm. So to relate to us to who they were, that's the only way they can really.
Very interesting. Sure. Now, in past times we've gone over there, the only reason I didn't walk up right away and ask him to come forward is because every time I go over there, he just automatically shows up. I've already introduced myself. He already knows who I am. I've already done this. So he knows when I walk up, he just immediately appears before me, and he's comfortable with that. If I thought for 1 second he wasn't comfortable with me being there, well, just like tonight, that's the first time, but I don't think that was him saying he didn't want me to be there. I think that was somebody else. But we've established a relationship, and so the very first time we did, though, we walked up and asked permission and said, would you please come forward, will you talk to us? And we did all that. But I've done this maybe 7 or 8 times since then, and every time I go, he shows up, he sits there, we ask him questions, he talks to David, and everything's been really, really cool. So I didn't ask permission tonight, but there was something else there that maybe I should have. Something else there did not want us there, and they were it was kind of like they were forcing him to get rid of us.
Well, it may have been the entity that Pete picked up on, or we saw behind the chair.
Right.
You know, there was a
lot of activity.
The one that didn't really want.
I've never really seen that much before.
Yeah.
So, but Pete, thank you. That's great information, and I will definitely consider that next time. That caught me off guard, tell you the truth.
Yes, it's a two-way street. And I don't know if you caught Chris LaPratt. It was either Tuesday, maybe. He had shared a picture that a friend of his took, and she has fairies. In her garden. And it was after she asked their permission if she could take their picture that they appeared in this picture.
Outstanding.
Yeah. And so again, you're asking permission. So using the SLS, it's kind of the same thing. You're catching their image as a picture, so it's probably important to get them to sign that release, Hey,
yeah,
you can't show my likeness.
Do we have permission to put you on camera in front of thousands of people, But yeah, I kind of think he knew something was different. I mean, that just aired to everybody live, and I think he was either uncomfortable with that or somebody behind him was not comfortable.
No,
watching over.
I felt it from the beginning, though, that
something
was
right.
off because it wasn't the normal.
His full operation. He didn't appear like he normally does, and normally when he appears, he's very, very still. He's very defined. It's very outlined, but it was so erratic this time, and it was like I could sense the confusion. So
and there was usually a lot more conversation. Coming through.
Yeah. But he did say "Te I love you."
That's cool.
And then he said, "Do you want them to go?" And he said "See." And then David said he said a couple other things, but it's just amazing that we can connect to that spirit world and be a part of it. And it's something I'm really, really, really happy that we can share and we can do. And I think everybody at one point, if you get to learn, if you can channel that and learn it, it touches your life, and it creates a more spiritual, relationship with the other side. And it's really cool. I love to have it. It's been a wonderful thing to have.
You're blessed that way. Plus, it helps to have a wife that
helps
see
me.
Dead people.
Yeah. But that was very cool, man. That was it wasn't what I expected, but it was very, very, very informative. And
we'll do it again.
Allison's been scratched. We've been pushed. We've done it the wrong way a few times. I broke some ribs, and Allison's bled down her back, and that was when we were first starting out. And any attention is incredible, but we've kind of learned to know when to walk away from bad attention. And so I think that was bad attention behind him. So we kind of shut that down. So,
and so the big question for the evening to round out our topic, is that a residual thing going on over there? Is that
leftovers
in I mean, real time happenings with the spirit world?
I'm not sure. Is it a leftover energy there that is still communicating with us, or is that not leftover? Is that there right now that we're encountering? And it's really hard to tell.
Well, what I would think that if it's a leftover energy or a residual, it's not going to give you the pit in the stomach or the cold chill or any of that,
wasn't
because
him.
It just plays over and over again. You know,
I don't believe that was him. I believe that was whoever else was there.
That's what I'm saying, though. So in this case, I don't think it's a residual thing.
No, it didn't feel like
it's a real time.
It felt like a real time. Hey, what are you doing here? Get away from him.
Right.
Because Abel's normally not like that. He's normally very welcoming and very comfortable and very still. And that was kind of erratic, and that was a little nervous, and the physical effects kind of like gave that away.
I wonder if holidays are tough it's just as tough for the deceased as it is for us missing family members, you know.
I'm sure
people do go through, you know, a little bit of depression and stuff during the holidays because of that kind of thing. So I don't know.
And I'm sure
wouldn't it happen on the other side?
And I'm sure they sometimes appear to comfort us and give us, you know, support. My grandmother died. She was born in 1912. Today's her birthday. And I've been waiting all day to speak to her to come to me. And she didn't come forward. My papa does a lot, but she didn't come forward near as much as my papa. But I think being around Thanksgiving and being her birthday, I've always felt that connection at Thanksgiving. I always felt like I should make a place setting right next to us for her. And
yeah, well, that's the fun thing with the Spanish heritage, you know, the day after Halloween, they do I can never say what
Day
it's
of
called.
The Dead.
That's the Day of the Dead. I can't say it in Spanish. My granddaughter's really good at it.
But that's an interesting day. And
because they set that place for,
and you know, in some places they dig up the people and they pull them out and they dress them up.
Is that in the Philippines or something like that?
They dress them up and they set them up and they put garments on them and they have dinner with them and party with them and they put them back in their boxes for another year.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting thought too.
Something is using the spirit or memory of the spirit,
using that residual energy
to draw attention to something. It needs the attention, but it doesn't want to be named. Oh, that's very interesting. Sure. Yeah.
So,
totally get that.
It's hiding behind that energy to draw attention to itself, but
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete. That makes sense. That's total sense. Yeah, we haven't done it enough. He's only appeared a couple of times behind Abel, so we haven't really had a lot of time to investigate who's there behind him. And
I believe that
he's not that active behind him. So maybe in the future we can go and do some more, you know, intense questioning and asking permission to speak with the person that's behind him and kind of find out who that is. And we'll document that and see if we can't get it in.
Well, I think tonight everything got kind of felt too rushed because of our technical issues that held up, you know, just getting the show started.
Yeah, and I think the fact that we were live, so we already other people were watching. I think he felt more people. I think it made him uncomfortable.
Well, it made me uncomfortable just because I was stressed out about how the show started.
Yeah,
you know?
We weren't sure this was going to even stay on. So,
yeah, everybody feels that kind of energy from. Yeah, we feel energies from each other. You know, emotions and whatnot. It carries over, I'm sure.
But I'm glad that all happened like it did, even though it was a little scary. But It's better than walking over there and just having nothing. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I knew something was going to happen, but not to that extent. That was really incredible.
Yeah, we've already gone over the hour, man.
All right.
15 already.
Okay.
It's pretty wild. Time just flies.
Yeah.
When you're having so much fun.
Yes. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And
we hope you
share this out.
Got a lot out of that.
Give us some likes on
this. Give us some feedback. And thanks, Pete. Yeah, Christine, all the feedback is wonderful. Thank you.
We do like it.
And we will continue to do this.
Yes. And if things work out for next week, maybe we can get Chris back on.
Yeah, we'd like to have Chris back on next week. I'm just waiting to know.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear.
Okay for you.
So make sure I'm available.
And we will announce that here very, very shortly if that comes to pass. We'd love to have Chris back on. We had a great show before. So stand by. We'll announce that as soon as it becomes available.
Yeah. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Christine.
Being there. She's thinking.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks to all. Yeah, and
we love you guys.
We'll see you all soon. And again, I don't have our outro done, so you get to see our intro again.
But until next week,
peace out.
Stay out there, baby.
Yeah,
take care.
Out there, I like that. Welcome to Out There. I'm Papa Joey Stay.
And I'm Uncle Tim Rice.
In this series, we explore the unexplained
and the paranormal.
While I'm somewhat of a skeptic,
I'm a full-on believer.
Together, we take a deep dive into all things that could be considered out there.
We discuss everything paranormal, from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and more.
Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind the stories
and decide for ourselves
if there is something more out there. Out there.